Welcome to the show. This is your host. I am your host, Amanda Barr with Shifters Podcast, and I am so excited you're here today. For those that are listening, welcome. For those that are going to watch with us live, welcome. We have a totally new platform we're going to be running from. I started Shifter Podcast in 2020, started it at the very beginning of the year, and we've been having incredible guests on the show, and it's been such a ride and quite the shifts along the way. And this is another big shift we're bringing, and that is going live. And we're so excited. We actually have guests already lined up starting next week, and we're going to be going live every Tuesday at 10 a.m. And just can't wait to bring so much value and so much information and stories and life transformation, business transformation, anything we can bring to kind of transform and help people shift and keep moving forward. And we have actually another special, exciting announcement to make is we're actually going to be bringing a complete audience option for you. So we're going to host our show live on Tuesdays, 10 a.m. right here. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on YouTube. And we're also adding a live audience feature through Callcast. That's the platform we've been hosting our podcast on. And thank you, Callcast, for all the great things you've done with your platform. And we are so excited. There's a link actually in this description that you'll be able to join me. It's going to be just audio, not video. So just audio. You'll be able to join me and be able to dive into the conversation. And this will be every Friday after our live show. We'll come in, we'll give you the opportunity to ask our guests questions, to be there live with us in this audience feature. So this is our second big announcement. So we're just excited. Shifters in today is shifting on the move. And, this is my first time to go live on this. So, I'm even shifting. And the reason I called this show Shift Forward Live is because literally I usually come prepared, planned, everything set. And I had just had to make the decision to go, to make this live, to not keep holding back. There have been many times in my own business, and I know the business owners that I have met and I've talked to, they want to do things. They tell me their goals and their dreams, and some of them move forward and some of them don't. And if that's you listening today and you're sitting on an idea or thinking about something you want to do and you just haven't done it yet, you haven't shifted that that forward in your life, I want to encourage you. Yeah, of course it's a little nerve-wracking and scary. And I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, this is like, does the mic sound good? Does everything sound good? And it's not about that. It's about overcoming our fears. It's about progression, not perfection, and really just being in that moment. So I'm so excited to just be in this moment with those that are listening here today and those that have joined in and those that can, be with us, that this is, an exciting time that we live in, that anything is possible. We can do whatever we'd like. And so I am just thrilled to be able to bring shifters to you, to be able to bring this. And today's topic is all about shifting forward. And like I said, there's times that we are in this mode of like, I want to make things happen. And I've coined it, my husband and better half, he has shared this inspiration with me that even though we're looking to get things done in this perfection, don't worry about it. Progression. And I might be in sloth mode, meaning it takes forever, it seems like, to get things done. But the thing is getting those things done is getting them done. And the quicker you actually get them done, you see that it wasn't as hard as you thought it was. You get into this mode and you're for myself is, you think it's going to be harder than it is. Like today, starting this live, doing something different. It's just different. It's not so much that it took a lot more effort or anything else. It just took a little bit of guts, a little bit of, okay, we can do it, and just diving in and enjoying it. So I'm just basking in this moment right now, just of like overcoming that fear and becoming that shifter. And, I want to invite each one of you that are listening here today to join us. I actually have a group that I just launched called Shifters Podcast, and it's all for the shifters out there, those of you that want to talk and interact with our guests are going to be able to join with us. You're going to be able to message them directly. And even, the live chats on the Friday, that's going to be something that's just going to be a super bonus add for you to connect with those that are coming on the show. So I'd love for you to join us. Shifters Podcast, I'll include the link after we get done with this live show, and just empower you to just shift forward. One nugget that I really learned about in this shifting aspect, and what many of the guests on the show had done, is really, if you have a passion greater than your fear, and if you are really wanting and driving to do something and do something bigger than yourself, that you can do it. All of the shifters on our show thus far have just shown this over and over and over. Show up, be there, be in the moment, and don't give up, and have a passion bigger than what you could even imagine, and think about all those little details. Don't worry about it. We run a marketing firm, and there's so many details that go into things, and people always ask, well, what's the best way to market my business? And I always say, it just depends. And it takes testing, and it takes trials and overcoming things. And, it's just about putting yourself out there and then having a game plan. Today I usually don't come into something like this without a game plan. I do have one in the back of, my mind, but, usually it's very scripted, and it's all detailed. But I wanted to be really authentic and real this time, and just come from my heart, just to really share about, what's impacting my journey, what's impacting those that I've touched, and shifting forward. And, for those that get touched by it, may it inspire and move you. One thing that's been really exciting is that ability to motivate others just by sharing stories. And, it's just amazing what is possible through this opportunity to shift and to not stay. If we don't shift, we're shifting either backwards, we're shifting forwards. And if we don't shift, we're not shifting at all. And I think a lot of us saw this year, of what is really possible, and what is also the other side of that if we don't do what we are, what we want to do in this world. And if you do have a story, I am looking for those entrepreneurs out there that want to share their story. They want to really, give back. You've gone through shifts in life and business. So what's happening? How can we share this with the world? How can we help transform somebody else's life? Somebody that might want to do something that could be stuck, and, come from that. The sloth mode gets you there, but you can work with those that are, helping people move forward, like myself. And there's many others out there that have everything you need. And it's really coming down to, what do you want to create in this world? I watched this video the other day, and it was talking about, if you put your life into boxes, like if we had 100 boxes, and you had to cut, 20 of those off because you've already lived 20 of your years of life, or maybe you're at 30, 40, 50, 60, and you only have what you can in this box to complete in that year. What are you doing? Are you actually, running for those goals? Are you doing that? And what is holding you back? So I just want you to think about, like, today is all about shifting forward, and doing it live. Like, sometimes I think we live in this, what could have been, like, I should have done this, I should have done that. And I talk about my past. And I'm also living in the future. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. And sometimes that also isn't to our benefit, because we're not really living here now and going, what can I do right now? How can I manage my time? How can I make my goals reality? How can I even, just put the pieces together to help shift things forward live right now in the moment? Living in the moment is so powerful. If you can see that the past is already gone, the future is yet to come, we can create our future just by being in action, but we have to do it right now. And that's the beauty of it. We have to move, we have to shift right now. And so this being in the live moment is so real, and it exposes you. It's raw. There's feedback. I'm sure there'll be people that watch this or listen to it and go, well, she could have done this and she could have done that. And I'll even listen back and go, yeah, we could have done things better. But if I didn't start, how do I get better? I think there's always this caveat of, I want to do something and I don't have the confidence, but the only way you get the confidence is by actually doing it, by diving in and getting the experience. and putting yourself out there. And once you have the experience and you start using this and you start growing and you start to build the confidence. But if we never get past that I need to build confidence, then we never get to build the experience. And therefore, we're still at the starting line saying, I wish I would have. So hopefully that comes all full circle and that you see that shifting is just one choice, one action, one moment at a time. And if we break it down to that, anything is possible. And when we really take the responsibility and say, I get the choice to choose right now what I want to do with my future, with my business, with my life, I have that choice. Wow, then anything is possible, right? Anything is possible. So live in the now. um, I'm going to get out of here because this is just top notch stuff. We've got a live session coming up on Friday. I would love for each one of you that are listening, those that are also listening to us afterwards on the podcast platforms, or if you're just watching this on social media, like please join us on Friday. Come share your shifts, share what's happening in your world. What do you want to share with us? And maybe we even grab some guests out of that share on Friday. We'll see. It's all, I don't even know what to expect because it's all new. And there's not an expectation. I think that's kind of fun. There's not an expectation. There's just a lot of opportunities. And I'm looking forward to having each one of you join me and also join us on Shifters Podcast. That's a group on Facebook. And also just a shout out to Callcast for giving us this opportunity. Great platform. If you want to start a podcast, I highly suggest getting connected, downloading the app. Obviously, you'll get to join us and check it out there. And, follow us. Next week, I've got Laurel and Carrie Conley. They're going to be talking about vision and finding your vision. They had a tough go, some big tragedies in their life, and they're going to come share their story with us and share how you can find your vision through those tragedies and how you can really put those dreams into reality with that vision by putting a date and putting those timelines out for yourself. So it's going to be a really exciting show next Tuesday live here, 10 a.m. Central Time. And I'm your host. And for all those listening today, keep on the move.